Hi, and welcome to Divine Mother Oracle with Mandy. I am Mandy, and this is the series for those that are beginning their own exploration and journey into their truth that lives inside of them. And so my first introduction video is at the link below. If you have not watched it, you can go watch it to learn a little bit more. With this video, I wanted to go into the fact, why is there suffering? And again, why, if there's so many suffering, how can there be a God? Is there even a God? Again, all the thoughts that I share with you here. Release what doesn't resonate with you, receive what does. Again, this is for those that have just begun or are beginning their journey of escaping or releasing thoughts, beliefs that you feel are not yours. Maybe they never were yours. Maybe they were programmed into you, groomed into you, manipulated into you. Maybe they were passed down to you. And so you are wanting to go beyond that. You are wanting to explore truth in your terms and your rules. But what happens is when you leave a place that is so toxic, abusive, whether it's a cult, religion, or fill in the blank for you, has always given you the answers, has always, whether it was in a book or you are just ready to find out what is for you, what isn't for you, who you are without all of this that has basically been passed down to you, or that you've been chewing on this for so long and you're ready to spit it out, but you need a safe space and a safe environment to do that without feeling condemned, without feeling judged, without feeling the fear of consequences of going to hell and burning forever, especially for those that have walked away from religion, any kind of religion that taught that. Again, I speak with my own experiences as well. But again, whatever fits for you, of course, take that for yourself. And again, if you are not at the beginning stage of your healing journey, maybe you just want to hear a little bit of truth that I have explored and some of it resonates with you, that would be amazing. I know when I first started exploring my truth, I would pick and choose what felt right with me, and that is where I started, and that helped me extremely. And so this is what I want, is to at least these truths that I have formed and created for myself, perhaps this video will make it out to somebody that perhaps in a time not long ago it would have been considered evil and bad and damning to hear this blasphemy, to believe in this. But today you're in a safe place and you're like, let's do this. I want to hear what else could be real, what else, without having to believe what I've always believed in and who I've always believed in. And I'm ready to explore and find out for myself. So this is a good place for you. So subscribe to my channel. Find me at the links below. I really hope to connect with you. And let's get started. So why is there suffering? That's a question we hear a lot. Why is there suffering if there's this God? If there is a God? So I'm going to say something that can be very triggering. So again, if you are not ready, to go deeper in exploring into your truth, you may pause, opt out, come back another time when you feel ready, because I do want to throw this in here that when you do walk away from religion or a belief system, an environment that is always basically thought for you and given you the answers, you're not going to be ready to just chew new food after you've been chewing disgusting stuff for so long. It might take you some time, all right? So it's okay. And a personal experience for me is when I first walked away from a cult, I still stayed in religion because I didn't want to go to hell, and I didn't want to be cursed. I didn't want to anger this God that I had been following for so many years. So I went to another church, but the belief system was basically the same, and so it was still traumatizing. It just had a little bit more sugar to the trauma. So, but it was still traumatizing. So take your time and go as slow as needed. But for those that watch this and are ready, no, I do not believe that there is a God. I do not believe that there is a God in the sense of what I personally, and for those that left the same cult or religion as I, can relate. I do not believe in this God that, basically has all the answers, and it's this male God who has this obsession with making women submit and being this holy, sacred man who is willing to curse and willing to do what is needed to make you live for him and serve him. And he's going to make your life basically hell. He's going to take those you love. He's going to take what you love, whether it's people or things that you love, and until you submit to him, until you say that you're going to serve him and live for him. And when things happen, tragedy strikes, sickness happens, illness, it's all your fault because you should have prayed more. You should have read your Bible more. You should have spent more time in his house, church. You should have done more mission work. Whatever it is that resonates with you, and whatever place you walked away from or system you walked away from, that is not the God that exists for me, and I don't believe that it exists. It is not my truth. The God that exists for me is me. And again, you walked away from religion beginning at the very beginning steps, that automatically is going to feel like blasphemy. Like, what? I don't think so. I can't believe that. I will be cursed. First of all, you have to heal through the feelings of fear and being cursed, because those do not exist. And once you get through that, then you can go into the belief system, walk away from that belief system and go into your truth. And your truth, which was, or my truth, if it feels right for you, is your God. You are God. You are the creator. You are the one who creates your reality. You're the one that creates what your reality looks like. Because if you can take that power from this God that is supposedly up there and striking down fear and suffering, you can take that power from him. And now everybody has their own free will. Things happen, life happens. And ultimately you yourself are God, and you can make decisions as much as up to the level that you can. You can make those decisions, and they are safe with you. They are safe with you. You are safe. You create safety in the way that you want it to. You create your life the way you want it to. When suffering happens or tragedy happens, that is not because this God, because there is, again, no outside God. There is no outside God. The only God that exists is inside of you. Okay, you are that God, and you create what you want. Now, when suffering happens, tragedy happens, does that mean you create it? Of course not. Of course not. The thing is, as a human, you want to find a pathway to connect it to. It's easier to connect it to some kind of thing or person to blame it on. But we cannot start there. You cannot start there, but it's it's natural for your human instinct to take over as a human. Again, you are human and you are energy. So your humanness and your energiness are one of the same, but they coexist. So your human self and your energy self both live inside of you. Your body that you can touch is your human self, and that which you cannot touch, that which is speaking, grab that vibration that's coming out of your mouth. Breathe, grab that breath that comes out of your mouth. Grab that. That is your energy. You cannot touch it. Your words are your vibration. Grab that, but you can't feel it. That is your energy. So your energy and your human lives inside of you. So your humanness wants to blame why suffering happened, why it didn't, whatever. But your energy knows that life continues. Life continues regardless of the choices that others make, the choices they don't make, the tragedy and the suffering that happens in this world. You continue to happen. But when you look at suffering and tragedy, you can say, look at suffering and tragedy and say, this is the reason why I chose to reincarnate here. I chose to reincarnate here to be a healing medicine to the tragedy and the suffering. And when tragedy and suffering happens to you, it is not okay. It is not something we asked for. It's not something that we wanted or ever wanted. But you, as the divine being that has been here, the energy that always has been, always will be, and will always continue, that is the healing medicine. And that is what brings the healing through all the suffering and tragedy that is around you personally, and what you are willing to reach into and bring your healing medicine, your healing balm to those around you. And then when tragedy hits you, feel the anger, the rage, and the wanting to know why, but knowing that that's the human aspect of you, because the energy aspect of you knows the why, and not the why and why it happened, but knows the why you came here. And if you know why you came here, everything else is less than that, because knowing why you came here basically completes your life. It doesn't make the tragedy or the suffering okay. It doesn't make the tragedy or the suffering easy. Of course not. But knowing that even those in the tragedy and the suffering even chose to come here as well for that mission, for their own purpose that we don't know. We may not know their purpose, but they chose that purpose before time, when their energy, when their divine being wasn't on this earth yet. They chose that, and then they came here. So you have chosen, I have chosen the DNA, the ancestral lineage, and the family that we have been birthed into here, but we have said yes to this mission for whatever reason. We don't know what that reason is yet. Maybe we'll know it at the closer we get to passing into the other realm. But until then, we are in this place where we see the suffering, we feel the tragedy, and all of it fucking hurts. And it is okay to be full of rage for those moments. But to come back to the energy self, your energy self and your human self, again, are the same, but they're different. They exist together because you are in this human body, but one day the human body will not continue, but your energy will continue. your energy will continue. And connecting with that energy is what is going to give you the strength to continue going, because the divine being, the energy, has always been here. It holds all the answers. It holds all the support, comfort, nourishment. It holds all that. So connecting with this energy, which is inside of you, which is your vibration and your frequency, connecting with that is what's going to give you the comfort and the peace to keep going, even when you don't want to keep going. And it's okay to not keep going for the moments of anger and rage and sorrow and sadness and grief. Like, all of that is the human existence. But coming back to your energy and knowing that it had a reason to be here, it had a reason to be here. And those that were involved in tragedy or suffering or horrible experiences in life, they too basically knew it beforehand, and for whatever reason they chose to come here. And again, release what doesn't resonate with you, receive what does. And again, these are my own thoughts. Again, of course, the thoughts come from books and gurus and teachers and things that I have read and learned, and then some of it is channeled through. But it is what has given me peace. It is what has given me understanding and help and support and comfort in the times where I had none. So find that truth for you so that you can continue, and whatever that looks like for you, in a healthy way. And this is my healthy outlet, and it has brought so much comfort for me. So I hope that helped for a little bit. For the next series, I'll be going into some more thoughts of truth. Thank you, and subscribe, and hope to connect with you.